The smell of plastic in the morning.
I always, that or napalm. It's hard to decide, you know?
Uh-oh. Interior designer Glen Peloso. Trendspotting. This looks good. This looks nice.
I feel as though I worked it out with you. Had I known that you were, I don't know whether you saw this and then dressed up to fix it, but it is certainly work. You're Mr. Spring. That's what I'm going to call you.
Try to bring a little bit of color, especially as we're getting closer and closer to spring.
Many people say you put a spring in their step.
Oh, okay.
See, that's good.
Who?
So, okay, just me. So what I want to talk about a little bit is now that although it doesn't seem to be, in terms of the weather, it doesn't seem to be like spring is happening, but it was really nice this morning that it was much brighter outside than it was normally.
Yeah.
So the days are getting a little bit longer, and now we're going to have daylight saving.
Listen, you watch the show. Goodness, wow.
I do. I like to learn things, and you are the font of lots of information. So what you want to do is basically start to brighten up some of the things that are in the house to make it start to feel a little bit more spring. And you don't have to, change everything, but just start to change up the accessories, lighten it up a little bit. One of the things that's been, relatively popular lately is that people are changing out the art. So because it's, most of this stuff is HomeSense winter, so nothing is super expensive. You can switch it up.
I think expense.
That's right.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be that.
Right.
And it can just change the mood in a room. You can put something new up and perhaps it just changes the way that the bedroom feels or the living room feels or even the powder room, just sort of brightens it up. Same thing continuing on into sort of the powder room or the bathrooms. Lighten up the towels, change up some of the accessories, just do something that's a brighter, happier, more pastel-like color. Get rid of the golds and the blacks just for the moment through the spring and summer because it just brightens things up. Why are you smiling so hard?
Well, because I don't know, I have a lot of gold and blacks in my bath.
Right.
So I don't know, trying to follow trends.
Well, no,
Try to listen to you when you come on.
No, it's good. Yeah. Maybe leave it to your wife. It is International Women's Day. Maybe she has better taste. I don't know.
Anything I change, something gets changed right back anyways.
Well, she understands.
She knows.
I think it's fun to sort of, look for some little scatter rugs or throw rugs. They have some much brighter colors. These go nicely with your outfit as well. A little bit of pink, a little bit of yellow, just sort of more spring-like colors. If you're struggling with trying to figure out what colors to use, sort of look at tulips. They're a great sort of guide to the kind of colors, that lovely green of the stem, and then all the colors of the tulips are a great sort of guide to this is going to look great and it's going to feel springy and pastel and wonderful.
That leads into flowers because I love getting tulips, having tulips, but the thing about these flowers, can we go here?
Yeah.
Because these aren't real.
Correct.
I can say that?
You can say that. They're not real.
Is it losing some of the allure if they're not real?
No. What I call them photanicals. So if you're somebody who's, like, if you love fresh flowers, we always have fresh flowers in the house because I really like them. But if you're somebody who's like, your life doesn't work out or you're going to the cottage or you're going, you're away a lot, this kind of adds that kind of brightness of color. It's a little bit more expensive to find ones that are good quality, that look really good. And you have to sort of be selective about what flowers you're going to use. These I just find fun because of the little balls, the fact that the vase has sort of balls in it. It has a kind of a whimsical kind of feel to it. That does feel happy and spring-like. So I think this works really well.
But like when you first came in, you were setting up your table. Like that just jumped out to me because it looks so real.
Right.
That does.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, it's a nice thing to be able to do. You tuck them in a corner. The other thing about them is that once the seasons come back again, if going out and buying fresh flowers every week isn't something that's affordable, this is a good way of being able to sort of add that little bit of shock of color, that little bit of brightness that looks and feels like spring.
Yeah, when you're working out the budget, the amount you would spend on that over time or just getting these.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
What's this guy here?
This is just something I found and I just liked it, and it was just, it was super random, but it basically projects a sunset onto a big wall. So this little thing, you put it on the ground and then it projects the sunset onto the wall, which just sort of somehow felt to me like really nice. It felt sort of springy, it felt sort of beachy, I don't know why.
So take it out of the box.
Ideally take it out of the box, yes, and then set it up, and then, or if you're, otherwise you can just stand and look at it like this.
Yeah, well, I don't know, sometimes like who knows what the trends are going. You're always up on all the trend spotting, hence trend spotting the segments, right?
Yeah.
So no boxes.
I feel more confident that I might find you staring at the box going, I'm just enjoying the sunset.
Yes, you know me so well.
It's
we
totally
have 1 minute left, Glenn. What do you got left?
So let's continue it, like change up some of the bedding, like some of the bed toppers. That kind of stuff really brightens up a room. And we've gone from this winter where, it's sort of heavy and brocades and, more velvets and deeper colors, more jewel tone colors. Now go to those lighter, funner colors because that's going to feel good. Change up some of the cushions that are into the living room and dining room.
How many pillows do you have in your house? Because you're always having, you have all different colors of pillows.
It's true, and it's a non-stop debate. Like even the bedroom, which I think has 14 pillows on the bed, and often it's a conversation about why do we need 14 pillows? I'm like, because it looks great. But changing these things out really sort of brightens things up and makes it feel much nicer. Change up a little bit of some of the things that you're having at the dining table as well, so that you just have some fun bowls. Just brighten it up so it feels more spring-like.
Okay, we wave goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to winter. Hello, hello to spring.
How nice would it be to say goodbye to winter and, well, until next year?
Yes.
Just say until next year. I'm okay with winter. I just don't want it non-stop.
Next month.